Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to add GoHighLevel appointment details in Microsoft Excel. So I'm running a marketing agency and on regular basis, I am receiving multiple appointments for my marketing agency, which I'm managing with the help of GoHighLevel. Now I want to create a record of all these appointments in Microsoft Excel, that too automatically. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between GoHighLevel and Microsoft Excel. So how we are going to do that? With the help of Pabbly Connect. That too without the requirement of any coding and programming skills. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video we are going to learn how to automatically add appointment details of GoHighLevel inside Excel sheet. So I am using GoHighLevel to manage all the appointments for my marketing agency, and I want that as soon as a new appointment will be booked, I want to add the details of that appointment with all the details of the customer, email address of the customer, phone number of the customer and the date of the appointment in my Excel sheet so that I can create a record. Now, so let's suppose I run a marketing agency that uses GoHighLevel to manage client appointments. As the business grows, keeping track of all the appointments, follow-ups and client details manually in my spreadsheet has become cumbersome and time consuming. So to streamline this process, I want to automate the transfer of appointment details from GoHighLevel to a shared Microsoft Excel file so that this will help my team stay organized, ensure we never miss an appointment, and also it allows us for easier reporting and analysis. So the sheet in which I want to collect the responses of GoHighLevel appointments will be a shared file, and this ensures that the entire team of mine has access to up-to-date information and can easily track and manage upcoming appointments. Okay, so here let's get started quickly. To create this automation, we are going to simply set up a connection between GoHighLevel and Microsoft Excel, and that we are going to do, as you know, without the requirement of any coding and programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our repetitive tasks on regular basis by simply setting up connections between our work applications that we are using for our businesses without any coding and programming skills. So let's get started. After coming on the home page of Pabbly Connect, by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser, you will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user like me, you can simply click on sign in to log into your account. But in case if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will do that, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. As I am already an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's quickly click on access now. And it is going to take us towards the dashboard of our Pabbly Connect account. On this dashboard, we will be able to find all of our workflows which we have created, and we can also create different folders over here on the same dashboard to save our workflow separately and accordingly. Now to create a new workflow, we need to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that. And here a dialog box is appear in front of us. So it is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So I'm going to give a name over here. I have given the name to my workflow, add GoHighLevel appointment details in Microsoft Excel. And then we are going to select the folder in which we want to save this workflow. So you can see we have multiple folders over here. Among them, I want to select this automations for task management to save my workflow. Okay. Now my workflow will get saved in the same folder which I have selected. Then we'll click on create. And as we have done that, you can see a new screen is open in front of us which contains two extremely important windows: trigger and actions. Now what are trigger and action? So trigger and action are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have as many action steps as we want. Let's suppose here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new appointment by a customer for my marketing agency from GoHighLevel, then I want to add the details of that appointment in my Excel sheet. Okay, so I'm going to take GoHighLevel and trigger and Microsoft Excel in our action. When we are going to simply set up the connection between these applications, we can clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the appointment is booked, then only the details of that appointment will be recorded in Excel sheet, otherwise not. So I hope you have understood the concept of trigger in action. Let's move forward quickly. To start our workflow, we have to first of all select our trigger application. So let's go towards our trigger step, and here our action application will be Lead Connector V2. Basically, in order to set up the connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect, we have to use Lead Connector V2 as our connector. Okay, so we'll simply select that. Then we have to select the trigger event. Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or it is going to start. You can see we have multiple options over here: appointment status, birthday reminder, call status, contact tag, custom date reminder, customer booked appointment, and etc. So on the happening of whichever event you want to capture the response, you have to select that. Our objective is that whenever an appointment will be booked in our GoHighLevel account by a customer, then we want to capture the response. So customer booked appointment will be our trigger event over here. As we have done that, now whenever a booking will be made for an appointment, then the response will be captured instantly and the workflow is going to trigger with that. As we have done that, here we have received a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. So basically we need to follow these instructions step by step carefully to set up the connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect, and we are going to use this webhook URL for that, and it is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data from GoHighLevel towards Pabbly Connect whenever the booking of an appointment will be made. So let's simply copy the webhook URL and then I'm going to take you towards my GoHighLevel account. So we are on the GoHighLevel account, and from the left side here you can see the option of calendars. So these are all the appointment details. Now we have to set up the connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect. So what we have to do for that, we have to go towards automation from the left side. And over here we have the option of workflows. So these are all the workflows for the automations which were created earlier for different purposes. Now we need to click on this create workflow option. So we'll go towards start from scratch. And over here we have to set up a workflow which contains trigger and action. Okay, so now first of all I'm going to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give, let's say, the name as new appointments. Okay, so the name is given. Now we have to select a trigger and the action. So on the happening of whichever event you want to send the response towards Pabbly Connect, then you have to select that trigger event over here. So we'll go towards trigger and our trigger will be appointment. So whenever the customer will book an appointment, then we want to run this trigger. I have selected that. Then if you want to change the name of your trigger, you can also do that, but I'm going to keep it same. I will simply click on save trigger and the trigger is saved. Okay, then we have to select the action, that whenever the appointment will be booked, what we want to send the response of that appointment towards Pabbly Connect. So for that we have to click on this add action step button and we have to select our action. So our action over here will be webhook. We want to send the response with the help of webhook because, okay, then in the URL field we have to paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. If you want to change the name of your webhook, you can also do that, but I'm going to keep it same and the method will be post. Done. We'll click on save action as well. So our workflow is ready. We have trigger and our action. So trigger is customer booked appointment and action is webhook. So whenever a new appointment will be booked by a customer in GoHighLevel, then automatically response will be sent towards Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. Okay, then we'll save the workflow which we have created currently, and then further we have to publish the same workflow. So let's turn this publish button on and once again we will click on save. Okay, as we have done that, we'll go back towards workflows. And over here you can see that a new workflow is added over here with the same name which we have given. Okay, new appointments. Now we'll go back towards Pabbly Connect. And over here you can see it is showing waiting for webhook response. This means that it is waiting for the response now. So when we will do a test submission by creating a new appointment in our GoHighLevel account, then the response will be captured inside Pabbly Connect quickly and automatically. So I have already created a booking page for the appointments with the help of GoHighLevel. With the help of this page, we are going to book the appointments. So what I will do, I will simply book an appointment over here so that the response could be captured, as we have already built the connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect. So let's suppose I'm going to book the appointment for 22nd of August 2024 for 10 a.m. Okay, then we have to enter the details of the customer because customer is booking the appointment. So they have to enter the details such as their name, their email address, the phone number, and if they want to enter any specific additional information so that the meeting could be scheduled. So let's start with the name. Here, let's suppose the name of the customer who is booking this appointment is Smart User. Let's suppose the phone number over here of this customer is, and over here I'm going to enter a random email address as well, smartuser28@pabblytudes.com. I'm going to keep the additional information field as blank and I will simply confirm that I want to receive the content from this company using any contact information I have provided. Okay, so now I'm going to click on schedule meeting. And over here the meeting has been scheduled. We'll go back towards Pabbly Connect. We will wait for the response and you can see that yes, quickly we have received the response over here. So in this response here we have the workflow name through which we have set up the connection. Here we have the workflow ID, the time zone in which the appointment is booked and in which the response is received. Here we have the phone number of the customer. Here we have the name of the same customer, email address, the date on which the appointment is created. When we'll scroll down, here we have also received the date for which the appointment is created. That means the appointment date. Okay, so you can see this is the appointment date, 22nd of August 2024, 10 a.m. This means that our connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. So now whenever a new appointment will be booked by a customer inside GoHighLevel, then automatically the response of that appointment with all the details will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. Now, our objective after receiving this response is to create a record of all the appointment details in our Excel sheet. For that, now we have to set up the connection between Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect. So let's move forward. But before that, before building the connection between Excel and Pabbly Connect, here we have to go towards the appointment date. You can see we have received an appointment date in a complex format, okay? I do not want to enter the same format of date inside my Excel sheet. I want to create a record in my Excel sheet, and the appointment date should be in the simple format like this: date, month and year. So what we have to do, we have to change the format of this date first of all before setting up the connection between Excel and Pabbly Connect. So for that, we will move towards our action step and we will select our action application as date time formatter. Let's select that. Date time formatter is an amazing feature of Pabbly which helps us to format the date and time in our workflows according to our requirements. Okay. Now here we have to select the action event. So our action event will be format date only. If you want to enter the time as well along with the date, you can go for formatting date with time zone. But here, because I only want to create a record of the dates for which the appointments are being booked, so I'm going to go with format date only. Okay. Then I will click on connect. Connection is already built. Then it is asking us the date which you want to format. Appointment date which we have received in our earlier response. So instead of entering it manually, we will simply map it from our previous step. Here our previous step is given and you can see we have received all the details. When we'll scroll down, here we have the date of the appointment. Okay, so we'll simply select that and it is mapped over here. When we have mapped this data, when we have mapped this date, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, it is going to replace automatically. So now whenever a new appointment will be booked by a customer in GoHighLevel and the response will be captured, the date which we have mapped over here is going to replace automatically with a new date of that new appointment. In this way, we are going to automate the entire process. So wherever in the workflow we want the data should get replaced automatically with each and every new response, we map that data. And if we want that data should remain same each time manually, and it is called as static mapping. Okay. Then we'll move forward. It is asking us from format. That means in which format you have received this date. So the format is correct over here: year, month, date, and along with the time, it contains the T also in between. So the from format is selected correctly. Then we have to select the to format, that in which format actually we want the date. So I want the simple format, that is date, month, and year. I will select that and I will click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, here we have received the response. In the response, we have received the date in the correct format: date, month, and the year. All right. So let's move forward quickly. We want to enter these details in our Excel sheet. So for that, now we have to build the connection between Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect. So let's click on this add action step button. And over here, I'm going to select my action application as Microsoft Excel. So we have to select the event now. So what you want to perform, I want to add a new row to worksheet every time whenever a new appointment will be created. So add row to worksheet will be my action event over here. Then I will click on connect. We have to build the connection between Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect. But before that, I'm going to delete the existing data which I have in my Excel sheet. And now I'm going to start with a fresh. And now I'm going to start with fresh. So I'm going to set up the connection. To build this connection, you have to go towards add new connection. You have to keep in mind that you are already logged into your Microsoft Excel account so that the connection could be easily made. Okay, then we have to click on connect with Microsoft Excel. But in case if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that simply. Here we have to select our account. And now Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access our Microsoft Excel account. It is 100% safe. So we'll simply click on accept. And you can see our authorization has become successful and the connection with this between Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect is made successfully. All right. After building the connection, we will quickly move forward. Here you need to select the workbook. So here the name of my workbook is Next Wave Marketing Appointments. We have to set up the connection between this workbook and Pabbly Connect. So we'll simply select the same workbook name from the drop down. So here we have Next Wave Marketing Appointments. We have selected the workbook name. After selecting the name of the workbook, you can see the drive ID is also selected. So we'll move forward. Here the worksheet is also selected because I only have one sheet over here. Then we have to enter the details to be added in our Excel sheet: the customer name, email address, phone number, and appointment date. All these details are already received in our earlier response, and also we have changed the format of the date. What we will do, we will simply use mapping in order to enter the details one by one. So let's first of all map the name of the customer. Here it is given. We have mapped that. Then we will map the email address of the customer. Here it is. Then we have the phone number of the customer, and at last the appointment date. So we have already formatted the date of appointment. We have mapped all the details. That means now automatically all these details are going to replace whenever a new response will be captured from GoHighLevel. Now when we are going to click on Save and Send Test Request button, here we have received the response. In this response, here we have received the address. That means up till this range the data is added. So I'm going to take you towards my Excel sheet. We will simply refresh the page once. And you can see the details are automatically added over here. This is the name. Here we have the email, phone number, and the appointment date. So the connection between GoHighLevel and Microsoft Excel is absolutely successful. And now we are going to test this workflow after setting up the connection. So as soon as we are going to book a new appointment in GoHighLevel, automatically the details of that appointment will be added in our Microsoft Excel sheet. So I'm going to take you back towards GoHighLevel to book an appointment. So this time, let's say I'm going to book the appointment for 23rd of August, and let's say the time is 11 a.m. I'm going to enter some details. So let's say the name of the customer who is booking this appointment is Demo Customer. Alright, I'm going to enter a random phone number as well and random email address. Demo Customer 39@pabblyconnect.com. The name is Demo, the last name is Customer, and here we have the email address. I will simply submit the response. I will simply schedule the meeting. So the appointment is booked and the appointment is scheduled over here. So now we'll go towards Excel sheet. Over here, I'm going to click on refresh button. And you can see automatically without any, and over here you can see without any manual efforts, automatically the details are added in our Excel sheet. Here we have the same name, Demo Customer, the email address, phone number, and the appointment date. This means that our connection is absolutely successful and our workflow is also running perfectly fine. So let's quickly summarize what we have done in the workflow. We have taken very simple steps, trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken lead connector V2, that means GoHighLevel, and we have taken Microsoft Excel in our action. We have also used date time formatter to format the date according to our choice. We have set up the connection between all these applications in such a way that now whenever a new appointment will be booked by a customer in our GoHighLevel account for any of the purpose, then automatically record of that same appointment with all the details of the customer as well as the date of appointment. Then automatically the record of that appointment with all the details will be created inside my Microsoft Excel sheet. In this way, I will be able to automate the entire process of record creation of all the appointments which are made inside my GoHighLevel, that too effortlessly. It will help me for my team. It will help my team members to gather the information, to be updated with all the appointment details, and to follow up the appointment so that the customer satisfaction could be reached. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.